In recent months, Burkina Faso has found itself at the center of escalating security challenges within the Sahel region of Western Africa. This area, stretching from Senegal in the west to Sudan in the east, has long been plagued by a complex web of issues including desertification, poverty, and ethnic tensions. However, the current crisis is primarily driven by a surge in militant activities, posing a grave threat to stability across multiple nations. Burkina Faso, in particular, has faced an unprecedented wave of armed attacks. These assaults, often carried out by various militant groups, have targeted both civilian populations and military installations. The intensity and frequency of these attacks have not only instilled fear but have also stretched the country's security forces to their limits. The militants' strategies have evolved, utilizing increasingly sophisticated tactics that challenge the local forces' ability to respond effectively. Amidst these challenges, Burkina Faso has historically sought to confront these threats independently, avoiding heavy reliance on Western aid. However, the worsening security situation has necessitated support from neighboring African nations and external partners. In this context, Russia has emerged as a significant ally. Russia's involvement in Burkina Faso's security affairs is characterized by mutual interests, rather than purely strategic or economic gains. This has made Moscow's assistance particularly welcomed by the Burkinabe government as they grapple with the complexities of insurgency and terrorism. The implications of Russia's military advisors stepping into the Sahel region extend beyond immediate security concerns, raising questions about broader geopolitical dynamics and long-term regional stability. The Sahel holds immense strategic importance as a buffer zone between North Africa's relatively stable regions and the increasingly volatile sub-Saharan territories. Instability in the Sahel not only threatens the immediate security of its nations, but also risks spilling over into neighboring regions, amplifying regional instability and complicating international efforts to combat terrorism and extremism. The presence of Russian military instructors in Burkina Faso marks a notable shift in the country's approach to combating insurgency. These instructors, reportedly former members of Russia's Wagner Group, bring with them extensive experience in counterinsurgency operations. Their role includes training Burkina Faso's armed forces in tactical maneuvers, intelligence gathering, and strategic planning, necessary to combat the evolving tactics of militant groups operating in the region. However, the decision to incorporate Russian military expertise into Burkina Faso's security strategy is not without its controversies and considerations. While it aims to bolster immediate security measures, it also raises concerns about the long-term implications for regional stability and international relations. The presence of foreign military advisors, especially from a country like Russia, with its own global geopolitical agenda, can influence local dynamics and potentially reshape alliances in the Sahel. Burkina Faso's acceptance of Russian military assistance reflects its urgent need for effective solutions amidst escalating violence. The country's armed forces have faced significant challenges in containing militant activities, leading to widespread displacement, loss of life, and economic disruption. The arrival of Russian instructors underscores the severity of the security threats faced by Burkina Faso and highlights the international community's response to these challenges. Moreover, the economic and social impacts of the insurgency have been profound. The constant threat of attacks has disrupted daily life for many Burkinabe citizens, forcing thousands to flee their homes in search of safety. This displacement crisis has strained already limited humanitarian resources and exacerbated poverty levels in the region. Furthermore, the instability has deterred foreign investment and hindered development efforts, perpetuating a cycle of economic hardship and insecurity. Russia's involvement in Burkina Faso's security landscape must be viewed within the broader context of its expanding influence in Africa. In recent years, Russia has sought to strengthen its diplomatic and military ties across the continent, positioning itself as an alternative partner to Western nations. This strategic approach is part of Moscow's broader geopolitical strategy to counterbalance Western influence and assert its presence in key regions like the Sahel. The deployment of Russian military advisors to Burkina Faso is not merely a tactical maneuver but also a symbolic gesture of solidarity with African nations facing security challenges. It represents Russia's willingness to engage in cooperative security efforts and contribute to regional stability through military training and support. By assisting countries like Burkina Faso In building their defense capabilities, Russia aims to foster stronger diplomatic ties and promote a multipolar world order that respects the sovereignty of African nations. However, the presence of foreign military forces, regardless of their intentions, inevitably raises concerns about sovereignty, transparency, and the potential for unintended consequences. The Burkinabe government's decision to engage with Russian military advisors has been met with scrutiny and speculation, underscoring the delicate balance between national security imperatives and international partnerships. In this evolving security landscape, it's important to remind our viewers to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Your engagement helps us continue to bring you insightful content on these critical issues. Let's delve deeper into the broader implications of Russia's involvement in Burkina Faso and the Sahel region. The rise in insurgency within the Sahel is not an isolated event but part of a larger pattern of instability affecting the region. Militant groups, often affiliated with international terrorist organizations, have capitalized on the area's vulnerabilities, exploiting weak governance, porous borders, and socioeconomic disparities. These groups have launched numerous attacks, causing widespread casualties, displacing populations, and destabilizing governments. Burkina Faso, at the epicenter of this crisis, has been particularly hard hit. The country's strategic location makes it a focal point for both insurgent activities and international counterterrorism efforts. The Burkinabe government has been under immense pressure to devise effective strategies to combat these threats, leading to its decision to seek external military assistance. Russia's entry into Burkina Faso's security domain comes at a critical juncture. The involvement of Russian military instructors is seen as a pragmatic step to enhance the operational capabilities of Burkina Faso's armed forces. These instructors are expected to provide specialized training in counterinsurgency tactics, improving the local forces' ability to respond to militant threats effectively. The Wagner Group, a private military company linked to the Russian government, plays a pivotal role in this dynamic. Known for its involvement in various global conflicts, the Wagner Group's operatives bring a wealth of experience in asymmetric warfare, which is crucial in the context of the Sahel's insurgency. Their presence in Burkina Faso reflects a broader strategy by Russia to extend its influence and project power in regions of strategic importance. The geopolitical implications of Russia's involvement are significant. By aligning itself with African nations like Burkina Faso, Russia is positioning itself as a key player in the continent's security architecture. This move challenges the traditional dominance of Western powers, particularly France and the United States, which have historically maintained a strong presence in the Sahel through military and economic aid. For Burkina Faso, the arrival of a Russian military advisors is a double-edged sword. On one hand, it provides much-needed expertise and support in the fight against insurgency. It also introduces new dynamics into the regional power balance. The Burkinabe government must navigate these complexities carefully to ensure that its sovereignty and long-term interests are safeguarded. As the situation unfolds, the role of Russia in Burkina Faso's security landscape will continue to evolve. The effectiveness of Russian military support in curbing the insurgency will be closely watched, not only by regional actors but also by the international community. The success or failure of this partnership could have far-reaching implications for the future of security cooperation in the Sahel and beyond. It's crucial to consider the broader consequences of foreign military involvement in regions like the Sahel. While external support can provide immediate relief and bolster local capabilities, it can also lead to dependencies and complicate local governance structures. The presence of foreign military forces may influence domestic politics, affect public perceptions, and create new challenges for national sovereignty. Russia's military involvement in Burkina Faso signifies a critical juncture in the country's efforts to address security challenges in the Sahel region. While aimed at bolstering Burkina Faso's defense capabilities and combating insurgency, this partnership also raises complex geopolitical questions and concerns. The impact of Russia's presence will not only shape Burkina Faso's security landscape but also influence broader regional dynamics and international relations. For more insights into geopolitical developments and security issues in Africa, stay tuned to our channel. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to continue receiving updates on these critical issues. Your engagement helps us bring you more content that matters. Thank you for watching. As the security situation in Burkina Faso and the Sahel continues to evolve, it is essential to remain informed about the various actors and their motivations. Understanding the broader context of international involvement in regional conflicts provide valuable insights into the complexities of global geopolitics. By staying engaged and informed, we can better appreciate the challenges and opportunities facing nations like Burkina Faso as they navigate their paths toward peace and stability. Thank you for your continued support and interest in our content. We look forward to bringing you more in-depth analysis and coverage of important issues affecting our world.